say something?
Of course you can. This is a talk show.
As someone who is on record as not enjoying basketball and thinking that it is boring, last night was pretty cool.
Last night was incredible. Last night's game was insane.
Pretty cool.
You mean even to watch? It was incredible.
Well, I did only watch
because you weren't there. You watched on television.
Highlights, but
well, when you watch everything great, all condensed,
it was like 6 minutes of
that game.
Even just seeing like the reactions, I'm like, okay, if this happened every time, I would be really into basketball.
But then if it happens every time,
right now,
right?
It's when you watch all the games, you kind of want some games where it's just they
Kinda
win
chill.
easily, and you're like, that was nice. Because last night's game, not only did Donovan Mitchell have 71
That's
points,
insane.
I think 6th highest all time new Cavs record, most since Kobe scored 81.
Yeah, because they were just making a big deal about Luka Doncic scoring 60 over the break. Yeah,
they had 60 and 20 rebounds, which is the only time that's been done.
Yeah,
but incredible. Because also they were coming back. So it's not like he was having this game in a blowout win. They were down by all these points. And then the last basket he made in regulation was the game tying field goal that sent it to overtime. And then overtime, he just kept it going and had it was just awesome. I was watching and just yelling. And my girlfriend is just on her phone, like playing a game, and I'm just like, yeah! And she's like, what is going on? I'm like, you have to watch the replay. You got to watch the replay here because Donovan Mitchell's going off.
Like, I was on my phone. I forget. I was watching a movie on Netflix, and then last night, I'm just seeing all these, my social media go wild. I'm like, who got hurt? Who's dead? Who got hurt? Who fell? Who's leaving on a stretcher? There was just so much stuff going on. 2 players got hurt, and this wasn't even basketball, was it? They were both football players?
Well, no, there was one player that was hurt during a football.
Damar Hamlin, yeah.
Okay, then who died?
Nobody died.
Nobody died. But he's in critical condition. He went into cardiac arrest on the field. They had to perform CPR to bring him back to get his heart started again.
Okay.
And then they got him to the hospital and got him stable, and I think he's got a breathing tube, and I think that's the last update that I've seen.
Okay, who died on a jet ski or on a boat or
something?
that
was
a stock car driver or something.
Yeah, he was like a rally car driver.
I'll get into it in a bit, but a lot of famous people died while we were gone. We were gone for 18 days. A lot of people. I don't know if that's par for the course for, almost 3 weeks, but a lot of famous people died. Anyway.
But Donovan Mitchell.
But Cavs, listen, I never like to see my Bulls lose, but they've been doing a lot of it recently. So, but the Cavs, 145-134, the final last night. They're off tonight. Tomorrow night, they'll still be at home to play the Phoenix Suns. That's Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns. Steve Nash.
No.
And the Phoenix Suns. Who they have? Chris Paul?
Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Devin Booker's the last person to score 70 in a game. He did it in 2017, and then Donovan Mitchell did it last night.
Well,
71. That's
crazy.
Awesome.
All right. So Cavs, Suns tomorrow night here on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. This dude who they have announced, by the way, and I don't think anyone's going to be shocked, that they are not going to play that game again. The Bills-Bengals on Monday Night Football. I don't see how you would do that. I don't see how you just pick the game up and reschedule it.
Right.
They weren't even sure if the Bills were going to play like this next week, but Damar Hamlin is this guy who they had a guy, Dr. David Agus is one of their big medical muckety-mucks over there on CBS, and he was explaining the situation.
In that tackle, the opponent's helmet was in his chest, so he had blunt force trauma to the chest, and in the exact right spot, at the exact right moment during his heartbeat, it caused his heart to have what we call an arrhythmia, not beat effectively to push blood to the brain. So he stood up, not enough blood went to the brain, he fell down, and that heart was in ventricular fibrillation. What we know with this committed cordis, which is this condition, is that every minute you delay shocking them, resuscitating them, what happens is there's an increase of 10% in mortality. They started CPR right away, which is great. My hope is they were able to restore the heart rate soon enough to be able to get blood flow to the brain so there's no damage there.
So he's in critical condition. I think they have him intubated and all that kind of stuff. But they got his heart going again on the field. And again, this is another situation, too, where, sports is supposed to be fun and it's a good time. Everybody's joking around. It's these kind of situations because I don't think they'd ever had a Monday Night Football game that just got, like, canceled, clearly because of nothing like this. But these are also the kind of games where all the sideline reporters are very somber.
Yeah.
And everybody talking, very somber. And then you got to go to a guy named Booger.
I know.
And that's when it gets tough, when these guys with the dopey nicknames, they got our own Booger McFarland and Tree Trunk Hooper in there, and they're going to give us their rundown on what's going on. That's when you want to go to guys with real names. They gave him CPR in the field, tackling Bengals receiver T. Higgins. Of course, they postponed the game.
Where Joe Burrow is so good. And now another Bills player is down. Damar Hamlin is the one who was in on that stop on T. Higgins. And then he got up and just went right back down to the ground. Well, you can see that the ambulance is out there on the field, and they are intensely working on Damar Hamlin.
The entire Bills team is out on the field right now. Several players are down.
Now let's throw back to our old Pikachu Crutchfield for the rundown on the... This is what happens in radio a lot, because a lot of people in radio have dopey fake names. And I remember after 9/11, oh, God, it was such a... Because we had to do, like the radio station I was working for, they just killed the format for like a month. They just played news breaks. But we still had to be in there setting up news breaks. It ain't a big deal for me. I'm using my real name. But these dummies using fake names... You know, they don't have a lot of gravitas. We're like, hey, it's a fart bag. Here's what's going on. Because you're not going to go on the air and go, hey, my name's Jim, but everybody calls me fart bag. You're not going to do that. As a lot of those guys in sports, Booger McFarland being chief among them for Monday Night Football, I think. But, yeah, so they're keeping an eye on that dude. Jeremy Renner almost died. Who knows what's going to happen to Jeremy Renner? This is another dude.
Let's worry about that later. Perez Bilton's got things to talk about.
Okay. He almost died.
Yeah,
I mean,
well.
I'm not making a joke about it. He's in critical condition. I guess he lives way up in the Sierras or something, and so he's
got a house
in Tahoe.
Tahoe. Yeah.
On the Nevada side. And so he's out there plowing, and they said that...
Well, if you're going to have a house on a mountain... You better be plowing.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
He means sex stuff.
I know. You see, he's giving away his Perez Bilton right now.
No,
I'm not giving away any Perez Bilton.
No, there's other things going on with it. It's fine.
So first they say that one of his neighbors, because when you're living way up there, all your neighbors are rich too. So one of his neighbors was invariably a doctor. And they said that he got run over by a snowplow that he was using to try to dig his family out of something or whatever. And they said that one of his neighbors was a doctor and that he had very, very serious leg wound and the guy created a tourniquet. And then they airlifted him out. But then they said he had blunt force trauma. So it's like, I don't know what happened to Jeremy Renner. You know, critical but stable. Stable just means your condition hasn't changed. But you can die like real fast. And he's getting, you know, it might save him for some press. That might be the silver lining here is he won't have to do press for the second season of Mayor of Kingstown, which is getting ready to premiere for anybody who watches that. Great show.
Off topic, I found out on at a Christmas family party that my uncle was an extra in that, Mayor of Kingstown. He plays a Nazi in prison. He was wearing the shirt.
I like it. Oh, he was wearing the shirt,
yeah,
the Nazi shirt.
Yeah. Well, no, it said Mayor of Kingstown, and then it said, I think it just said extra on the back, or like extra act.
Wait,
something
where
like
was
that.
he wearing the shirt?
At our Christmas party.
Because he wanted everybody to ask him about it.
100%.
Why would he do that?
Because he wanted people to ask him about it.
But wouldn't everybody already? He would have already told everyone.
Well, this is like my mom's extended family. So she has 8 brothers and sisters, all my cousins, all the second cousins. So it was like 30 people.
He wore
there.
a T-shirt that says extra on it.
I
didn't even know they gave like
crew
crew shirts to extras. I bet he had that made up.
No, he did not.
You ever been an extra?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I have on a number of occasions.
Mary
you are not
is
given
just extra.
You are not given any kind of crew stuff at all. Like as a wrap gift, maybe if you were like on the crew, you get some
How
stuff.
many seasons are there?
This is just the second one.
He said he's in the second season,
coming up.
episode 4.
Okay.
So then he must have just wrapped it, and they gave him this.
Did
You
tell
think he's
him that
making it up?
Do you know how many
you're in a
extras are
movie
in
with
these
like
shows?
actual lines?
No,
Did you
I
get
mean, no,
jealous?
I wasn't bragging or anything, but I was like, oh, hey, cool, because he had a Mayor of Kingstown shirt.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, sorry, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
no.
None of that matters.
If they gave it to him, that's hilarious that he wore it to the party.
Why is that hilarious?
Because you wear it specifically so everybody will ask you about it when you could just tell them what a cool thing you did.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they gave it to you. They had them made. They wanted people to wear them, right?
Yeah, come on.
It's like, oh, it's laundry day. This is all I got clean.
For the Christmas party.
Yeah. We're back to giving away money, so I got to get back into this mode now.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm already over here. It's $1,000. We're back to go funding yourself here to kick off 2023. So listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword money at WMMS.com. That's money. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Well, anyway.
Your
Your uncle cousin, whatever.
Just
uncle. He's gonna be on this show, Mayor of Kingstown. Jeremy Renner plays. It's on Paramount Plus. People haven't seen it. And it's great. It's a guy. I don't know where they shot it, but it's supposed to be set in Detroit. It's very clearly not Detroit, but he's a guy who kind of like is a fixer. He's kind of a go-between. It's this prison town, and he's a mediator between the cops and the gangs, and he's kind of one of these guys. But it's getting ready to premiere. Like the second season, I think, premieres in like a week or something. So I think normally he would be doing press for that. This gets him out of that. And if you've ever seen anyone do
But it actually gets him more press than he would have got if he went on all the talk shows. They're like, oh, Jeremy Renner in a snowplow accident. He's got a new show coming out. So like that's because I never even heard of this show, and now I know about it because he got run over by a snowcat.
I couldn't get my head around a snowplow accident. Like these things don't fly. Snowmobile accident. That stock car driver died from a snowmobile accident.
Here's my guess. Because he had like a snow cat, which is, it's got like the treads on it.
Yeah, they're huge.
And my guess is he got stuck and went to get out of it to try and see what the problem was. And when he went to get out, he forgot to take it out of gear or something like that. That's my guess.
Well, Jeremy Renner is one of those guys in Hollywood that has done a lot of stuff, and he's been in good movies. He's a 2-time Oscar nominee. He was in The Hurt Locker, which big ad for that came up on my television last night. I'm sure that wasn't coincidental.
He's nominated for The Town as well.
The Town, great movie.
Love The Town.
Right. But he's a guy, he's still kind of just there. Like, there's no there.
I don't think I could point him out on a lineup.
He's Hawkeye in the Marvel movies, and you know, this Mayor of Kingstown's a great show. Hurt Locker, dynamite movie.
He was the...
Oh, he's hot.
What was the...
Is he?
Kind of. I don't know.
What was the movie...
No, he's not.
The Bourne movies. He took over the Bourne franchise for like one movie, and they're like, we gotta go back to Matt Damon.
This ain't working out.
Thank you for your service. Here is a crew shirt that says,
here's your extra
yep,
shirt.
the Bourne
Not
movie.
Jason.
And he's like, I wasn't an extra.
I was the lead. Could you guys get me a t-shirt that says lead on the back? Thank you very much. But yeah, when you see him and stuff, you're like, yeah, okay, like Jeremy Renner. But these, you know, he's put out like albums. He wants to do a million different things. Because I think he's a single guy. I think he's got a kid, but he's not married. He's like a guy that's out there just wants to do stuff. And I think he's a little prickly in real life because I think he doesn't think he gets the attention or respect that he deserves. That's the vibe.
He is a great actor, and he does kind of, I mean, he had his peak around as like a respected actor around The Hurt Locker and The Town. But he hasn't done any meaty roles like that, it feels like, in a while, because he
did a movie called Wind River that was real good. That
got
nobody
into
saw.
the MCU, and then you're just Hawkeye.
Right.
You're the guy with a bow and arrow where everybody else
has
superpowers. And you're like, yeah, but I'm really good with it.
But that show was better than it should have been.
Hawkeye was a great show.
I had no expectations for the Hawkeye series, and it was very entertaining. Nor did I have any expectations for the Weird Al movie. And that could not have been more fun.
That movie was so fun.
With Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al Yankovic, it was so
silly.
funny.
So I've only seen the trailer of it, but I guess I didn't realize that he was like full-blown celebrity party boy, like doing drugs and like dating celebrities, because he just doesn't look like that.
Well, that's all made up. That's the joke of the movie.
That's the joke of the movie.
Oh,
he's
okay.
all like they never. We've been gone. I can't talk.
That's okay.
They never refer to it in the movie, but Daniel Radcliffe got really shredded to play Weird Al too, and so they never talk about the fact that his body looks like Rambo in this movie. They just don't talk about it. He's got the wig. And the
Okay,
thing.
so he actually wasn't like that. That's
It's
the
all.
joke.
It's
Okay,
like that's the funny part of the movie.
I saw the trailer and I'm like, I mean, I guess he's pretty famous. He could be blowing lines.
They try to do like a behind the music, but it's so surreal.
It's way over the top,
Yeah.
and it's
So
just
this is
so
not like
goofy.
an actual biopic.
Not even close.
No.
See, now that's what I thought it was
Yeah.
when they're like, "Oh, here's this biopic of Weird Al."
I think they got his parents' names correct, and that's about it in the movie. The rest
Did
of
he
it
sign
is,
off on it? Like he was like,
he's in it. Weird Al
That's
plays
great.
a record.
Yeah,
Had
he-
the record
Was it his
company.
idea?
He helped write it because
Okay.
he's like, why would I do? Because if he were to
Why
do an
would I do a
actual
biopic?
biopic about himself, it's going to be very boring because
He
he's just
wasn't
a
that
guy
guy.
that writes music.
It's awesome.
He just
Plays
changes
the
the words to
accordion.
the songs.
that makes
Yeah.
me like him
Yeah.
even more.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
So
so
funny.
In the movie when he's going to Colombia and fighting Pablo Escobar.
Because I was really like, damn, I got to see this. There's so much I didn't
It's a really
know.
funny movie too.
Yeah.
That's
And
great.
it's quick too. It's not like they're dragging
It's
this
so
thing
funny.
out. It's like 90 minutes.
It is on the Roku channel though, so you have to watch it there. If you don't have a Roku, I don't know where you'd see it. Maybe you can stream it somewhere, but
you can get the Roku channel on things that aren't Roku.
Oh, you can?
It's just
Okay.
like another app,
gotcha.
but it's worth watching. It's free.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, that's right. That helps. Let me take a break here. If you want to text for anything, 35192 to get me there. AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch live, you can. And listen anywhere on that iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.